Do you chub up a little bit when it's fourth down and they say go for it? Or are you like, I mean, that seems like it's a quarterback's dream. It's almost like there's 2 seconds left in the game and you have one play left to win it, but it's not at the end of the game. It seems like it's like the pinnacle of the sport getting to go on fourth down. When I saw that, we were all on FaceTime and we were like, oh fuck, he's going. What do
Yeah,
you think?
no,
I was like, what's Tyson thinking? This must be so exciting.
yeah. There's not really a big difference in the thought process, but it is a huge momentum shift one way or the other. If you're able to get that fourth down, it usually crushes the defense because they got to stay out there for a new set of downs, and if you don't get it, it's usually a big boost for the defense. You know, they're pretty excited and got a little bit of momentum.
So there's a lot of so yeah. So it's the mood. It's kind of like in a fight if you in the UFC with like the guy in between right before a round ends. If you get the last good punch in, it's like I
Yeah,
fucked you up last.
yeah. Just carrying that into the next round. Yeah.
Tyson, 4th and 1 pass. I hated to see a misconnection. Was hopefully to have you lead more drives. Best of luck rooting for you. Hope to get to October 6th game. Do you know who you play on October 6th?
I don't, but sure I can. I think I got a schedule right here.
Hey, when you as I recall, you hit the guy in the face.
hit, him, hit him in the face. Yeah, October 6th at home against the Panthers. Love it.
Right there where it should be a picture of your mom or your girlfriend. You got the schedule
Yeah,
in your wallet.
yeah.
So you hit that guy in the face with the pass. Do you guys talk after that? Like what happens? Do you have to go over there and console him, or do you yell at him, or what do you do? Do you guys talk?
Nah, everybody's grown men operating as best they possibly can.
Uh-huh.
Kind of, and they're all in the same boat as me. They're fighting for their job every single day. So it's not something like, I knew that he would want to catch that pass. I knew I would probably want to throw an even more perfect pass. So it's kind of just what's understood doesn't need to be explained. Play the next play. Everything's good.
Is that part you said right there at the end? Is that your motto? Like once again, personal accountability and personal responsibility. I don't know how you could throw a more perfect pass. He had his hands up like this and it fucking hit him in the face. And yet you're taking responsibility for like, hey, I could have thrown it better to him. Like I could have made it land in his pants.
Yeah, I think that's probably just the quarterback answer always is just to put a little bit of blame on yourself. Usually allows for things to smooth over a little bit better.
Wow.
Then if I was to be like fucking bum drop the ball, like what the fuck do you want me to do about it?
Like run over there and start yelling at him.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, crazy. Well, I blamed him, just for the record. Wad Zombie, what did Tyson do for the team talent show as a rookie?
I sang a song. I sang a Drake song.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah. This is before Hard Knocks. No cameras. Everybody went fucking nuts.
Everyone did go nuts?
Yeah, everybody went crazy. I killed it.
Did you have music too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
oh shit!
Yeah,
I'd pay to see you rap.
When you go up there, what's the lowest rookie bonus you've heard someone say up there?
A lot of dudes go up there and they didn't get any. They just got an opportunity.
So they just say zero bonus.
Yeah, they just say opportunity.
When you say 25,000, do people laugh?
No, they all, no matter what, everybody is like, oh.
Oh, cool.
Everybody has a pretty cool reaction.
Yeah, still 25 grand. Don't shit on 25 grand.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to us peasants, it's a lot, but to when you hear 25 million, you're like, wait a minute, does that get more zeros in mine?
Yeah.
That just made up to me. That doesn't even exist. So.
You have to write that down at so many zeros.
I know it's unbelievable. The discrepancy is what gets me. Is like it's not like 25,000, 150,000. It's like just unbelievable.
5,000% more.
25 million. I mean, and it's crazy. The thing I think about is, I'm not like this, but I'm sure there's people that get 25 mil and don't feel like doing anything ever again.
Mm.
Oh, really?
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, think about it.
I didn't think about that.
There's probably some people that if you gave them 25 million, they probably wouldn't be hell bent on their just process and
right.
Just, they probably just like shit. I'm gonna go hang out at the beach, chilling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that part's crazy too. But luckily I haven't ran into anybody like that. But I could easily see where that's had to have happened before.
Right. Well, I mean, it happens with your kids all the time. If you tell them like, hey, you'll get a milkshake after you do this, they kill it. If you give them the milk, they'll like give it to me before and shit goes sideways. 5 minutes into the task, they're complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Scott Schweitzer, Clydesdale Media on Hard Knocks. Eberflus came to you on the sideline and asked, "What do we do?" And you recite the play, or "What do we do?" And you recite the play, and then he says, "What do you see?" And you analyze the defense. How often does this happen?
Sporadically throughout practices, and probably maybe twice, 3 times a week, where he'll just walk up to you, make sure you're paying attention, and hey, what we got going on? Hey, what's the play right here? Explain it to me. So
he doesn't really want to know. It's a test.
yeah, he's all knowing. He's been a defensive coordinator and a defensive coach in the league for 20 plus years. So it's like there's nothing I could tell him that he hasn't heard before. So he just wants to make sure that people are just locked in and know what's going on.
There's I want to go back. So now you're in the locker room now where you were a year ago, where dudes are getting cut, and you're saying that there's 40 dudes in that, or in the, I don't know if it's the locker room, but the whatever the room, the gathering room that you guys gather in for your debriefs when the whole team comes together, and you're saying that there's 40 dudes. How many dudes total are in there?
I think there's around 90 right now.
And you're saying that you're in that room that you were last year with like, oh shit, I might get cut. But this year you have a little more stability because you've had a great preseason, epic preseason, the best preseason, as Trump would say. Can you do it? Is it for me?
The greatest. It's the greatest. He's taking all the jobs.
And you're looking around those dudes. Do you have to coddle any of those dudes, or do any of those dudes, like as you're walking out to your car, like they need like like a pep talk, or like they come to you and they're kind of unraveling?
I think if your buddy gets cut, you dap him up, give him some love, and you're sad that he's leaving. But as far as like consoling people, I think that everybody hides that until they're by themselves, I would imagine, because that's what I would do. I would just dap everybody up and, start crying once I got away from everybody. So I think
driving home back to your parents' house.
Yeah, I think that's pretty consistent. I don't think nobody openly just starts tripping about their getting cut.
I'm going to show you this clip. This is from. Did you do a press conference after this game last night?
I did one on the field.
Okay, because I couldn't find it. But I saw this. This is your coach, Eberflus. Am I pronouncing that right?
Eberflus.
Eberflus. The guy in the media, I believe, is asking him. The guy in the press conference is asking him about the quarterback situation at Chicago. So here we go.
Job in there, for the limited time he's played, today and then before, and in practice he's looked good. So we have some options there, but we're definitely going to look at that.
How would you assess the 2 play? What do you think of Bagent today and just his preseason as a whole?
Yeah, Bagent's been good. Bagent's been good. And I think the training of all those quarterbacks, you think about, Kerry Joseph,
Okay, so we got that one. Hold on. There's one more. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. And then, so he says that, and then the quarterback question comes up again. Have you watched this?
Nah, I don't ever watch any of this stuff. This is great.
Here we go.
Keeps 7 if I could, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there a world where you can keep 4 guys and 1 or 2 end up on the practice squad?
He said the guy asked, "Is there a world where you can keep 4 guys and 1 or 2 on the practice squad?" And I'm assuming he's talking about quarterbacks. It was kind of hard to understand, but then this is his answer.
Yeah, I'd keep 6 or 7 if I could, but yeah, we'll decide that as we go. We got a few days before we get to make that decision, but it's a good problem to have.
How many quarterbacks are there on the team right now? Like in the room?
4.
There's 4. And how many does a team usually keep?
3.
Oh shit! Is that just known?
Yeah, I think
that one of you guys is going home.
Yeah, it's weird. This is I've only had experience with keeping 3 quarterbacks. So this is only maybe it could change, but I'm quite positive that teams only keep 3.
And we know they're keeping Tia Toomey.
Tia, what are you talking about?
I mean, they're keeping Caleb. Like that.
Oh,
like
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like the motorcycle you buy. Like if you spend that much money on something, like you're keeping it at least for a second. You know what I mean? Like you regret buying a Volkswagen $100,000 remodeled 1965 Volkswagen bus. But either way, like you're keeping it for a second.
Yes.
You put too much money into it.
Yeah.
So really, there's only 2 spots.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wild. And do you guys talk about that? You guys?
No.
No.
Seems like that'd be
you guys don't get together like Caleb beat it.
No. No, it's crazy. It kind of just something that when it happens, and then you just react to it then.
Damn. And did you the amount you played in preseason, was that expected that you played that much, or were you expecting to play more, or were you not expecting to play that much? Like what were your expectations?
I don't know. I didn't have any expectations, but I thought they were like very protective over me more than I thought they'd be. Like kind of just like, hey, go in, do some good stuff, and we'll get you out real quick. Like kind of just like in that sense. Which is it's fine. I'd like to play the whole game, but I can understand where they're coming from.
So when do you know that you're going to go in? Like, do they tell? Like, do you know?
Like after a drive, they'll be like, "All right, Tyson, you're up next."
So they don't tell you before the game, "Hey, just so you know, you were for sure going."
Yeah,
in.
they give you an idea of when you'll be playing, but it never goes exactly according to plan. So then you just kind of. You get close to that time frame that they say, and then eventually they just tell you that you're up.
In one of the games I watched that Caleb played in, the game was still going, and he got undressed. Like he took off his like stuff, his warrior gear, the pads and the goodies, the helmet. Is that normal?
Yeah, I think a lot of dudes. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that.
Do you do that?
No, but I'm also not in that position to do that.
Oh, really? Is it a status thing?
I'd say kind of, but there's like once I go in the game and I come out, there's not a whole lot of guys left, so I should probably keep my stuff on in case people get hurt. But for him, he's got 3 guys that could go in, so
right,
he really doesn't have to worry about that.
Is there a protocol? Would you get told to put your shit back on if you took it off?
I don't think so. Probably not. No.
So it's not a protocol. It's like but it would be weird if like a guy came off the defense and started taking his shit off, knowing he might have to go back in if there's an interception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the quarterback is a unique position in that regards.
Yes.
Okay. So when's the final day that we'll know whether you're on the team or not?
Yeah, well, I'm 99.9% sure I'm on the team, but I think what is today?
Friday.
23rd.
I think Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday is the final cut day.
Yeah, by the way, I wasn't suggesting that you wouldn't, but it's just nice to get past that day probably for everybody.
Oh, 100%.
So they'll have by the 28th, which is Wednesday, everyone in the world will know the roster of the Chicago Bears.
Yes.
And what about you going to them trading you or them trading someone? Do they have a deadline for that too?
I'm not sure how that works.
And so you're just like basically like show up to work your ass off. You don't worry about any of that stuff. It's like the UFC fighters, like, who do you want to fight next? They're like, I don't care. Fuck somebody. Exactly. Like Sean Strickland. Just bring him out here. I'll beat his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause like I said, it's weird. It's not really, there's no really direct communication about it. It's just, like I said, you either one day you just show up and they might be like, hey, Tice, come with me. We're going to go meet with the GM. And then you already know what that means.
You get like the hand on the shoulder.
Yeah, you know how they do it. You know how they really, or at least how they did it last year. We're warming up for workouts. So we're about to do a weightlifting session, and we are out on the field doing just warm ups, high knees, whatever with the staff, and they just start coming outside and grabbing dudes.
Oh
Hey,
shit.
come with me. Hey, come with me. Hey, come with me. So eventually you're warming up, and then you look around, and you're like, oh shit, where is everybody at? That's how it was last
Oh
year.
man.
That's
Does anyone say
crazy.
anything? Like when people get plucked? Like, are there any
No,
ooh or
no,
no,
no, no.
no?
You act like you don't even see it. You act like you don't even see it.
I feel like it would be almost jinxing to acknowledge it too much, is the feeling I'm getting. It's like everybody just focuses on doing the
Yeah,
best
and
job they
nobody's
possibly
looking
do.
up because nobody
Yeah,
wants to lock eyes with one of those dudes
that's
that's
right.
coming towards them. Everybody's got their head straight down until the
Straight
dude
down.
is 2 inches away from them, tapping them on the shoulder.
And even then, you just glance and you probably keep your head down as you
Even
walk
then,
up.
you're like, nah, not me, right? Oh, me, oh,
Yeah, you don't want to make eye contact with the dude like somehow.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm warming up way on the edge, way on the right side.
Too far to walk over there to kick Tyson off the team. He's too far away. He's safe.
yeah, exactly.
Tyson, my buddy, got a ticket for running a red light in Oakland, and he goes to court, right? And he's this 6'4", really skinny, really dorky fucking white dude, right? Got like just a dork, and he's in this courtroom, and the judge is there, and the courtroom's packed. You know what I mean? There's like 200 people in there trying to fight tickets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Hey, how do you know it was me driving this car?" To the judge, because I got the ticket through a camera. You know what I mean? The ticket came to my house. And the judge has this big monitor on his desk, and he flips it around so the whole fucking courtroom can see. And this is Oakland, right? And he plays the video, and you can see it's him. And the judge goes, "Is that you?" And he said it was like being on the Arsenio Hall show. He said the fucking whole courtroom started like, "Oh, you got fucked up." And he said it was crazy. He said he
That's
turned
hilarious.
bright fucking red. So I was just wondering if it's like that when someone gets booted off the team. If they just like,
Nah, thank God, but no, it's not.
It's not that ruthless.
Nah.
There's this I want to show you there's this, by the way, there's these guys out there, Bearskin Films. Do you know those guys?
I don't.
They put together a compilation reel of you, I think every game of all your plays. It's awesome.
Oh, nice. That's
yeah,
awesome.
and the quality is so good. I'm trying to think. I'll pull it up in 1 second, but I want to play this clip. This reminds me so much of your dad. This clip of you. I don't even know how old this is, but when I saw this, I go, "Fuck! This is why people love Tyson so much. You're never afraid to give it up." I guess you were on some podcast and you're talking about DJ Moore. Is he wide receiver or tight end, or he catches the ball, right?
Yeah.
What position is he?
Wide receiver.
Okay, wide receiver. Okay, here we go.
Best receiver in the world. So I mean, I've never seen anybody like it. Awesome, funny dude, full of energy, full of life. Great, good little family. He's got 2 little kids, and whenever you see them around, they obviously love the shit out of him. So seeing him get extended, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Dude's an amazing wide receiver and turns into a running back when he gets the ball. So what more could you ask? He's the best receiver.
Oh, is that recently? You said that?
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago.
I mean, you touched on every point that a grown man would want to hear. He's funny. He's nice. He's a good family man. You fucking acknowledge his kids. You acknowledge his skills. You express your fucking appreciation for him. It's like all in 30 seconds. You tribute that skill of being able to your dad at all? Your dad is so he's never been afraid to like give compliments to people. You know what I mean? Like a lot of great people don't want to give compliments for some reason.
Yeah,
I
think it's probably a lot. You got a lot to do with my dad, probably, and just knowing. I love to compliment the things that I find value in. So, DJ, great football player. Like I said, he turns into a running back once he gets the ball. I value that. I think that's awesome. He's a great dad. That's awesome. Because I don't want to really show any love to a dude that's not a great dad, because that's whack to me. So I like to highlight all the things that I kind of find and have respect for.
Well, it's cool. Those people are lucky to have you, that you do that, because so many people would not do that. I don't really understand the mechanism, but they would be afraid to shine the light on people. It's like, I don't know if you watch any of the CrossFit Games this year, but Jason Hopper won, and they were doing the televised, post interview after you win an event. and he goes, "Hey, bring my boy Dallin up here too." And in the sideline, and they brought Dallin up there, and he shined the light on Dallin too, when he could have just kept the spotlight totally for himself. But instead he brought down. Yeah, it was freaking awesome. It was so cool. It was for me. It was the highlight of the games, watching Jason do that. So that was cool. I was talking to your dad the other day. Totally unfair that I have all this inside information, and he was totally making fun of you about your apparel. He's like, this guy fucking has a do-rag on and his hat all fucking cockeyed and his shirts doesn't match his shorts. And he was just going crazy, and we were just dying laughing. But I'm like, Travis, how do you can't say anything to him? He fucking pulls it off. He goes, I know, he just fucking kills it. I don't know how he does it. Is there a method to your madness in your presentation, or is it just truly you're just like, hey man, I'm just focused just on quarterbacking, how the hat sits on my head or my shirt matching my shorts or what I'm wearing? None of that matters.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. I think that it literally does not matter to me what I have on or how I'm wearing it or anything. But then there's another side that loves to just be the most non-chaotic dude in the world, but got the most chaotic shit going on the outside.
Right.
Like I got all these dumbass crazy tattoos on me, long hair, dressed like an idiot, hats off to the side. But then really it's just, I'm just a chill cat. So I think it just throws people for a loop sometimes. And I think something internally in me kind of thinks it's funny and likes it.
Oh, it is funny. I love it. I live for your press conferences. They're so freaking chill.
And a lot of time the good stuff comes when they ask me just a ridiculous question that I couldn't possibly give an honest answer to. So then I just go really, really weird and strange on them, like the grinding my face off. That's because they asked me. They were like, "Hey Tyson, were you fucking scared that they were going to bring in another quarterback to take your job?" So then right there, I'm like, okay, so I can't say yes. I was terrified that they were going to bring in a quarterback to take my job. So then I'm just like, no, actually, I wasn't thinking about it at all. I was just fucking grinding my face off the whole time. So didn't think about it at all. So
were you scared that the sports team at your media outlet was going to hire someone who asked questions?
Yeah, were you scared? Were you scared? Were you scared for 4 months straight that you weren't going to have a job when you get back? No, I wasn't.
Hey Tyson, have you ever heard of an author called Robert Greene? You familiar with that at all?
Maybe. I don't know. What's he done?
There's been a bunch of really great books, but I think one of the ones that, and even if you didn't read the book, but just search it on YouTube to listen to summaries, it's called 48 Laws of Power.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of what you say and stuff like that. I think you would really dig listening to even like the summary of that. And I think you would have fun with some of the stuff in the book in the position that you're in.
Nice.
Yeah, check it out. It's banned in prison.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, I heard it. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. People are telling. I saw something that was like, if your man is reading or has read this book, break up with him immediately. He's crazy, but yeah, I gotta get into that. I like that
48 Laws of Power. Check it out. You might not want to listen to it. It's like a freaking the book, I think if you listen to it in totality, is like 28 hours long or something crazy. But there's a lot of great summaries on it. And if you just YouTube it, you can listen. Robert Greene speaks a lot. He's on a lot of really popular podcasts, so you could even check it out through there. But I think you would dig a lot of the information and utilize it to your advantage.
Bearskin Films, hey dude, thank you so much for the video you sent. We're definitely going to show it on the show here. We'll watch it here with Tyson a little bit. Deadline for trades is like week 6 of the regular season. Yeah, this dude's so cool. You know what I like about this dude is excited that his work is being used.
Yeah, Paul is his name. Paul.
Yeah, so meaning he makes this